Interoception we can think of as our eighth sensory system, and it's how we notice and understand our internal sensations. Interoception really is the key to emotional regulation. It's the foundation to independent self-regulation. So interoception is required for you to notice when you might be becoming anxious, angry, overwhelmed, when you might need to leave a situation, or that something is too much for you. And when we cultivate this, we develop the ability to take better care of our own needs and to gently coax our nervous system back towards regulation rather than swinging up to these highs of anxiety and down to these lows of shutdown. With healthy self-regulation, you can manage your emotions and your physiology proactively. You step back into the driver's seat rather than feeling like a helpless passenger in the back seat. Reduced interoception is one way that your brain may try to protect you following chronic and traumatic stress, because it stops you from feeling so much. Now, in the early stages, this is really helpful. So we don't want to become physically or psychologically overwhelmed by distressing situations. Researchers found altered interoception in adults with depression. And what this means is that they have altered ability to make decisions based on what their bodily signals are telling them. Now, without noticing emotional states or changes in our physiology, we may only really be able to pay attention when we're in these really heightened states. So when there's a lot of anxiety, or when there's a lot of anger, or when we feel really shut down and like we're stuck. By that stage, it may be too late to proactively take care of your emotions because you're already feeling dysregulated. You may have already shifted into sympathetic overdrive, freeze, or feel yourself withdrawing and pulling away into that shutdown. So we know that in this case, people may not notice that they're getting angry until they end up in a state of rage and they feel out of control with their responses. Healthy interoception allows you to make decisions based on both logic and also emotion, or what you feel. And this is really important. Without healthy interoception, you may rely purely on logic and then have to think through every possible situation of what could happen. Constantly having to think through every possible situation can lead to overthinking, overwhelm, rumination, meltdowns, and it can contribute towards dysregulation. Interoception is what allows you to self-regulate. You know when you are heading towards these heightened emotional states, and you can intervene and redirect your nervous system, which may prevent you from entering into dysregulation in the first place. Practicing interoception engages really important parts of the brain that have to do with your sense of self and also regulation. This also engages the vagus nerve and allows you to calm down biologically and neurologically. This is what brings true regulation. Consistent practice can guide the plasticity of the brain to create and strengthen interoceptive aware brain connections. It can also build vagal tone. Your ability to notice and read internal bodily signals has really important implications for your life. This includes how you make decisions, how you interact with other people, and how you engage with the world around you. Self-regulation is reliant upon healthy interoception. The greater accuracy you have for tuning into sensations, the greater agency you have in making decisions in your life. You feel in charge of your body, your feelings, and yourself. And just like other systems, this is something you can retrain. You can learn more about interoception in the upcoming vagus nerve program, where we dedicate a whole module to this. This is something that we explore deeply through our active learning as well. And you can learn to pay attention to sensations inside of you, even when around you there can be other people experiencing stress and conflict. We'll pop the details below if you'd like to learn more.